Welcome to Acute Media Live. That was No Trees Touch the Sky from Philly with See This Through. I have another milestone. I keep saying this on every show, every single episode. I keep saying I have another milestone today, which I'm grateful for. It's crazy how this show's going. We're celebrating 4 years at the end of July. Straysoul is with me, and we get to knock off 2 states off of the list of the goal towards 50, getting all 50. Arkansas and Missouri, right? And also Bloomington, Indiana. But I've had been in Indiana already. But still, welcome to the show, guys. It's very nice to have you.
Thanks for having us.
Great to be on.
What's going on over in the the Midwest or the Middle East? Also, I guess I don't know. That's kind of more, but you know what I mean. Midwest, right? Why isn't it called Mid East? Because it's right in the middle. Why wouldn't it be? You guys don't make the rules, right?
I just work here, man.
I have a question. Sometimes I start the show with weather. I like to talk about weather, especially when I don't, when you guys are farther away from West Virginia, where I am. Have you guys been in a tornado? I'm sure you have, right?
I've had a close call with a tornado.
Okay.
I was maybe last year we had a tornado come through Little Rock, Arkansas.
Yeah.
And like a week before that happened, me and my girlfriend broke up at the time.
Oh no.
And then but like a few days before we did that, I bought ingredients to make gumbo because we wanted to make some kind of like food and watch Princess and the Frog because gumbo, Princess and the Frog is kind of a no-brainer.
Okay.
And then we broke up. About a week later, the tornado hit, and it destroyed her apartment, which happened to be where the gumbo was.
Oh no!
Gumbo's expensive, by the way.
Gumbo's gone. You never got to eat the gumbo then?
We never got to make the gumbo. I was almost like, we need to stay together just so we can make this gumbo. I can't.
Oh man!
I spent too much money on this to not.
I think I remember hearing about that. It was all over TikTok. Well, of course, they're all over TikTok now, all those videos and stuff. Yeah. Did you go out and film it when it was there, or did you not do that? Seems like people are doing that nowadays.
Yeah.
Were you in a shelter?
Did you
have Did you have something underground you had to go to, or did you just like hide in the bathtub or something? Isn't that
I was in there. I was in a closet in my parents' house. Yeah.
That's still got to be scary because I've heard a lot of stories like it sounds like a freight train and stuff like that, and it, on those videos you can kind of hear that,
Yeah. Nuts.
We've had them around here, but like they don't last very long because of the hills and things, they just don't,
Mm-hmm.
But we've had them.
They always seem to kind of miss where I'm at. In Missouri, they always kind of go like north of us, but we'll always get like the sirens and we'll get like really crazy like wind or rain. And also here in Bloomington, where I'm at now, like the sirens pretty much go off like 2-3 times a month at this point.
Yeah.
With us, it's every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday?
Yeah, every Wednesday during the summer and spring, especially in the spring.
Why is it just on Wednesdays? I don't understand what.
I don't make the rules, so
that's true. Yeah, maybe it's just like maybe they test it every Wednesdays. They might just be testing it, but that would be
weirdly enough. Back where I used to go to school, UCA, I was there was it was like a perfect distance between 2 different sirens, and they would harmonize, and it was the most like haunting thing you'd ever
hear. Could you get like as a musician, you can kind of get the key and like start humming it and be like, oh, that's the key.
Yeah, I could have.
I used to do that like in elevators and stuff, or anything that makes like a humming noise, just with the weird things you do. Well, okay, tell me a little bit. I have your bio, but tell the people, tell the folks a little bit about you guys and how you formed and why you guys are in 2 separate locations. Are you friends from the past, or kind of give us a little bit of a background?
Yeah, I'll start with this one. So it started, actually, I was doing just like some guitar covers on my YouTube channel, and I was looking to just like collab with a vocalist. So I posted, I think on like the metalcore like subreddit or something like that. And I ended up getting in contact with this guy. we didn't end up making the cover. I think it's like an August Burns Red song or something. Um, and it ended up kind of falling through, but he put me in touch with another guitar player. He was like, I can do vocals. I know this other guitar player. We can start like making some stuff. Um, so me and the other guitar player, his name was Shay, and he actually wrote some of the stuff on this album and some of the stuff from our EP that's out right now. But we wrote a couple songs, and then this vocalist kind of backed out. So me and Shay like went back to Reddit and YouTube covers and stuff, just like looking for vocalists that we liked, and did some like auditions and stuff. We went through a couple different vocalists that didn't stick around for very long. But around like 2021 is when Jack kind of entered. And we got some final recordings for some of these songs, and we put out our EP in 2021. And then Shay actually left the band, so it's just me and Jack, and we met remotely through a subreddit.
Yeah.
And
through a mutual friend.
Have you guys met in person yet?
No.
Nope.
And funny you should say that. We have been a band for 4 years, and we have only actually like talked to each other, like hearing each other's voices, like 3 times.
Wow.
Yeah, handful of Zoom calls and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We text like all the time,
Oh
figuring
yeah.
out all this music stuff. But
Yeah. That's awesome. I think I've talked to a few bands that are I don't like to call it internet bands because that just sounds cheesy to me, because internet bands just sounds fake to me. I don't know, just internet, like an internet band. But like there are people, there's people like, maybe in the United States that are in a band with somebody on the other side of the world they've never met at all, but they mesh, creatively, and they can just make this awesome stuff, kind of like you guys are doing. It's crazy how that works. And if it wasn't for the internet, but it's true. If it wasn't for the internet, we wouldn't know. How difficult? So you had Shay. He was the other guitar player, right? Is what you're saying. Are you looking to expand and get more people from other parts of the world, maybe to join you guys in this project? Is that an idea?
I mean, we were. Again, I don't want to. I mean, this was all just wishful thinking, but we were like talking about meeting up and doing like a few shows or something, and we were going to like round up a few people who were just going to play with us. They wouldn't be really involved in the songwriting process, but they would have played with us.
Mm-hmm.
But we're both very busy people. We're trying to. We're not only we have jobs, we also are both students.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we are very busy. And we don't really have any reason to bring new people in because I think we work together pretty good. So
yeah, I think you do too. The music is excellent. It really is. I think what it was, the algorithm on Instagram is great. The way that the way you're able to connect with like-minded people, and it's been really beneficial for the show. But I think it just came across the stories, like I just clicked through the stories and it might have been an ad. I really can't remember. I need to start writing this stuff down. Like how did I find these guys? Because sometimes it's through mutuals and things. It could have been that too, But yeah, I heard it and I was like, this is good stuff. Like I need to talk to these guys,
Yeah.
So
yeah, thanks for reaching out to us.
For sure, yeah. I kind of want to listen to one of them so we can kind of let people that don't know you can hear a little bit. And I'm thinking maybe we'll play the 2-minute one, the Arrhythmia.
Yeah, go for it.
What is this song about? You want to talk about the lyrics behind it and maybe?
Oh yeah, this is actually a fun one. So I want to maybe like 2 years ago, I started seeing a new doctor, because I wasn't. No, it was 3 years ago. It was 3 years ago. 3 years ago. God, I feel old. But
join the club.
Yeah, whenever I turned 18, I got a new doctor because I couldn't use a pediatrician anymore, and I had to so I have ADHD, so I had an Adderall prescription. So I asked my mom, I was like, hey, I got to get my Adderall prescription, but I don't remember what it was. She goes, okay, it was 20 milligrams. Like, cool, 20 milligrams. Tell them that. And then like maybe a week later, whenever I finally run out of my other prescription, I start taking the new one. my mom, by the way, who also has ADHD, she goes, "Oh, hey, you know how I said it's 20 milligrams? I got it mixed up with your sister's milligrams, and it's actually 5 milligrams."
Oh, that's a significant jump.
I'm like,
yeah.
What? And then the rest of the day was a terrible day. Like it was a headache. I was like,
probably
okay,
up for a couple days too, right?
Yeah, it makes me more energetic. So I'm like, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run around the block as fast as I can. That'll maybe get the excess energy out. But you know what else Adderall does? It also raises your heart rate. So whenever you pair that with cardio, you're screwing yourself basically.
That's
yeah.
awful. It just sounds awful. You know, like I know people that I don't know them personally, but you know, there are people like abuse Adderall. You know, like take it for whatever. But you weren't up for like several days or anything. Well, I guess if you only took one,
I didn't sleep that night.
I was gonna say you have probably not. Yeah.
No, I didn't sleep that night. I was just in an agony. It's a funny story though. I love telling it to people.
Oh man, that's funny now, but yeah, before I'm sure it was.
Oh no, yeah.
So it's based on like a heart arrhythmia then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I got the name for the song actually. Gotcha. Heart arrhythmia. Yeah. And also Evan kind of has that reflect in the music by kind of having, I'm not going to say an arrhythmic rhythm because there's a rhythm to it, but I hesitate to say like math thing. It's like math rock type thing.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. I think
Evan, you can probably talk more on that.
Like, just like open string, chuggy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's the stuff. I like that kind of stuff. Yep. All right. Here's Straysoul with Arrhythmia. All about Adderall and things. That part where you're like, and then keep going. It's like,
that's probably my.
Let's give everybody a break. You know, let's let everybody's thrashing and kicking each other's ass.
Attention, please.
Yeah, that's freaking terrific, guys. Very good.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Very good stuff. I was looking at your bio again because I knew I forgot something, and you're getting ready to put out an album. Is it going to be an EP or is it going to be a full
length album?
Yes.
12 songs.
At the end of July, right? Yeah,
It'll
July
be our
26th.
debut.
Yeah, less than 2 weeks.
Yeah, it gets
Are you
realer
excited?
and realer
Is it
every
ready
day.
to go? Are you ready to are you ready for it? Is there any like things that you need to fix? Like you're like, I don't know about this part. We need to fix that. Is there any,
Well, we always
I
think
mean,
that.
that never stops.
oh, I know.
It's never
me.
done. That's
Trust
the thing
me.
about musicians. It's never done.
No.
So we just got to put it out.
There's always something that you could change. I'm in the middle of doing but okay. So Acute Mania came from electronic music that I used to put out on SoundCloud, like a while ago, and so I'm doing another one, and I'm on the. I released one of them, but I'm on the second one now, and I've already set the date for the 19th for next Friday. But I was listening to it right before you guys came on, and I was like, there's something missing, and there's always going to be something missing or something that you can change. Is that so? It's the same process for everybody. I'm not like the only one that does that.
Yeah. So yeah, I write all the instrumental stuff, and then I've mixed everything for all of our releases. And yeah, it's always like that. I think even like today, so the album is not mastered yet. I'm mastering it with perks of going to a music school. I have a lot of like music friends.
Oh yeah.
So one of them's an audio engineering major who's really great. So I'm gonna go over to his place and we're gonna master the whole thing. So that's the only part I'm not doing. But yeah, up until even today, I need to render out a few more things, and we're gonna make just some like tiny little adjustments to,
does
to a couple
does Jack know
spots.
about these adjustments? Is he on board with these adjustments?
He'll send me stuff, and then I'll nitpick and tell him why he sucks, and then I'm nicer than that, but
you guys have
a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah, it's like I'll do a rough mix of everything, and I'll send it over. I'll listen to it in my car. I'll listen to it on my headphones. I'm like, okay, I've got all these notes. Jack, what do you got for me? And he's like, fix these things. And then by the time we're done with it, it's like mix version like 12 or something like that.
Yeah. Or more, right?
Yeah, and then the tweaks just end up being like,
what's the least amount of revisions
we've
had to do? What's the least amount of revisions we've had to do?
Was it like I'm getting quicker at it. I think we had like 9 or 10 iterations of one of the songs.
I'm also getting lazier. So like I'm just like, sure, it's fine. Just whatever, put it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was definitely more.
Yeah. After a while you just get you don't I get sick of hearing it over and over again. I do. But but you never really get sick of it because there's always something that you're picking out like, okay, well that's not supposed to be there. But I could do this instead, So there's always new things. But yeah, you can do that until you take your last breath, and it'll never be released. Like
my favorite quote I've heard about all this music stuff is it's like a mix is never finished; it's just abandoned.
That is true. My goodness, you're gonna have to write that down for me. Send it in the Instagram thing.
Yeah,
put that on the wall or something. Yeah, that's true though. It's. Because you have to eventually, you just have to give it. You have to give it away.
Because it's like there's a band, I don't remember who it was. Like whenever you release an album, they're like this album is no longer our album. It's your album now.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that.
Do you guys have any aspirations of doing? I know it's early since the album's not out yet, but. Do you have any aspirations of doing an instrumental only? I know Jack probably doesn't like this idea at all. But, some bands do that, So I just didn't know if you were going to do anything like that at some point.
Yeah, we've actually been talking about this in the last couple of days. There's a few songs that we've kind of scrapped from the album just because it was a little too long, a little too similar to other things already on there. So. We've been talking about the idea of maybe releasing a couple of those songs as some B-sides and then maybe doing some kind of like more acoustic, like reimagining of some of our songs because Jack has a killer voice and he would totally kill some tracks like that. And then maybe kind of re-releasing the album as like a deluxe with the bonus tracks and then like an instrumental version of the album.
That's a good idea. Yeah. And try to, I guess, try to save some stuff, because you don't want to put too much out, because as soon as you put it out an album, people are like, all right, what do you got next? And it's just like, son of a bitch, I just put that out,
Yeah, just chew on this for a little bit. Come on, listen.
Spend all that time doing that. Now you want something else? No, you sit down and you memorize that album. I want you to see you singing at the concert. Like that kind of shit. Those bastards.
If you miss one word, you're getting kicked out. No money back.
Security. Yeah.
That guy right there.
that guy thrashing. And he looked at me weird too. So that's good. Yeah. Yeah, but a lot of bands are putting out they'll put out singles, like a single a month. Some people have like certain times that they put singles out, which is a good idea. And then the whole album comes out at once. Some people do the whole album at once. There's really no right way to do it. I've heard both ways to do it, but it just seems like there's some prick that wants new stuff like the day after you release new stuff. Does that make like you release an entire album full of gorgeous material, and then some prick says, so what else you guys got up your sleeve, Your mom, that's what we have up your sleeve,
My arm.
Yeah, your arm. Yeah, really. Huh. Yeah. Hold on, I got something for that. Oh, no, that's not it. I need to label my shit here. There it is. No, I got this back. Okay, so I did that backwards. The last guest I had on, Beverly, she's an author, and it was supposed to be the crowd, but I did the rim shot instead, so it kind of worked out. There's only 2 of them. I should have those down. The bottom one's I think, yeah, okay. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, but you got here. We'll do this. Maybe I did have it right. I don't know. This show's all over the place. Anyway, before we go forward, I do want to mention something about last night. I went up to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's about 2 hours from here. It's not very far. I'm up there all the time. There's a great venue called Club Cafe, and it's not a cafe. To my knowledge, they don't serve any food at all. I've never seen anybody. I always see like people bringing in takeout from somewhere else, but it's a great live music venue. And last night I saw a band called Fat Daddy from Cleveland area, and 3 Leagues to Rome, which are my friends from Greensburg, and Dream the Heavy, which is the shirt. Yep, there we go. Dream the Heavy. The camera's backwards. I gotta move it. Yeah. Dream the Heavy from just several parts of around Pittsburgh, and the headliner was Black Ridge, and they're also from Pennsylvania, and it was freaking tastic. Like, I listen to stuff like you guys do. Like my genre my go-to genre is metal, and just in your face and just bite people's ears off kind of music, for fun. And but this, and it's different music, but it was just fun. It was a ball of fun,
I just really like live music, man. Live music.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, Club Cafes. That was only the 3rd time I've ever been there, and like I said, I'm in Pittsburgh all the time. But they also the booking agent there, Opus One, they also book for Mr. Smalls, which is across town in like north. It's a great place, and I've seen several shows there. But yeah, I mean, first it's like a smaller venue. You walk in, there's the bar, there's some rooms like sit down or stand up, and then the stage. But it's
those are the best.
Sounds really good,
I love the smaller venues. I had
a great time up there with meeting all those bands and stuff last night. I knew the 3 Leagues guys. That's really the reason I went. But the bonus, there was 3 other bands that I got to meet. So they were cool. So hopefully we'll get Dream the Heavy on the show, and Fat Daddy, and also Black Ridge. I talked to all of them and said, you must be on this show. It's fun. We talk about weird things, on the show, like tornadoes and things. And I used to talk about hot dogs. Anyway, yeah. So, what do you say we listen to? I'm going to save the newest one for last. We'll play Fentanyl a little bit later, but the Morgan. I've never looked up. I should have looked up the word Morgan to see what it meant and why it's the Morgan and not just Morgan. Maybe you can fill me in on this.
Yeah, sure. So, the Morrigan is it's a Celtic deity that is kind of so it's a Celtic deity that represents war and bad omens to come, not the band, like the
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So I basically use that as like it's a political commentary. I wrote it. It's about the current political climate and about the climate, and how the rich are destroying the environment. I didn't come here to argue politics.
No. You're good. You're fine. You're fine.
I got you.
You're good. Yeah. Yeah. I don't like to talk about politics or religion or anything, but hey, if it's what the song's about, it's perfectly fine. You know, who you guys voting for in the election? No, I'm kidding. Neither. Can we vote for neither? Is there a neither option? I saw a shirt on Instagram. It said Beavis and Butthead for 2024. I was like,
yeah.
I mean, anybody else would be good. You know?
Yeah, it's like choosing
I don't know though.
taking razors up the butt or taking a hot piece of metal up the butt.
I think I got the right sound.
That's what this is like.
I got it right that time. Yeah, it's amazing. I still haven't put any episodes out, but I started another podcast on the side called The Horn Section, and I was going to make it a lot about road rage and stuff, but I have a lot of pet peeves about everything, and politics is one of them, and that'd be like an open forum for that type of discussion. You know, just pissed off about a lot of things, but it would make me feel better, really. You know, but I recorded one, but I haven't put it out. I'm busy with this one. You know, I can't don't put all your eggs in one basket, or don't pick. I don't know what it is. It's one of those things. Anyway, I'm just blabbing. Here is the Morrigan, not the Morgan, the Morrigan, by Straysoul. This is. I like this one. My goodness. Okay. Thank you for putting the lyrics up so I can read them because I never know what people are saying. Yeah, especially when they're screaming. Are you doing the clean singing also in that?
Yeah, that's all me.
My man, you have some range. Like
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
octavely range. I mean, that's crazy. What?
Yeah, I mean, I'm in a family
Not even
singer,
the craziest
so
one on the
it's kind of
album.
cheating.
That's
Yeah, I got some crazy stuff going on the album.
get some pipes, my man.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Evan, do you have any pipes?
No.
I tried to get him to do some backup vocals on the album, but
Something,
he
yeah.
doesn't have the space.
I mean,
or the
yeah.
skills, according
I
to
don't
him.
really I have a crappy mic. I can't really record anything
I'll
here.
I'll
send
send you a
anything.
mic. We'll
I
send
just
you
said,
a
just
mic.
send it. He's like, no, I don't want you to hear it.
Man, that's
Yeah, I did
crazy.
try. I did try and actually do some background vocals for that song. Actually, right?
Yeah.
It was that one.
Yeah, it was the
Beware.
thing
Yeah.
right there.
And yeah, I did a couple takes of them, and I was like, nope.
Nope,
I'll stick to
Just
the
send it to me
guitar.
anyway.
Thank you very much.
I'll tell you if it's bad. I'm not a.
Well, when you play live, I'm not going to say if you play live, but when you guys play live, because I'm sure at some point you will, somebody's going to have to do some background vocals, and Evan's the only one that really knows the song that well. You know, you bring a new guy in, and he's not going to know what he's doing. So, Evan, you're going to have to do it, so you might as well start practicing, you know? Practice up.
Oh, I practice all the time. Yeah, streaming in the car.
I actually been meaning to like set a time for me to like actually like teach him how to do the things.
Yeah.
The way, at least the way that I do them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the stuff. It's like it's kind of, it sounds really crazy, but it's like super simple how you do a lot of the stuff. At least for screaming.
Screaming, yeah. That's what I can like. I sing in our band, and I just do clean because I've looked on the YouTube stuff. You know, people are trying to train you on YouTube, and I hurt my throat every time. It's like it gets scratchy after I'm done, and that means I'm not doing it right. You know, so I just I need training. I need a good. Will you train me, Jack? Will you train me, Jack?
I mean, I can give you a quick lesson right now.
Let's do it. Give everybody a lesson, not just me. Everybody, yeah.
So the easiest one I can usually tell someone, teach someone about is the low scream that I do, because it's the false chord one.
Like
so what I usually do, I describe it as an exasperated sigh, right? So like imagine you're 14 years old again, and your mom just told you got to go do the dishes instead of play video games. The noise you'd make is something like, oh yeah, you got your turn. Little.
This is gonna sound really bad. I'm gonna make a clip of this, so don't worry.
If you're pushing too hard right now, you're doing it wrong. It's just
I am trying too hard. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you just gotta to really relax.
Let me get my element here. Hang on a minute.
For sure.
I'm kidding. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to sit up because I was leaning back and hunched over. You know, that's not a good posture. Really.
Yeah. Got to get your posture right. So.
Wait. Do it again. Like that. Kind of like I'm like
So
disgusted.
did you feel that sensation? The little false vocal folds. I suppose that right there.
But it was still in my throat though.
Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be in the throat, but if it's like it's lower than that.
I'll get it. I'll practice. I'll practice. Okay.
Sure.
So how do you bring the volume to that then?
Well, my low screams aren't really that loud. They're relatively normal volume for a scream. However, the mid scream that you hear me do most of the time, that fry vocal is really loud.
I would say
it's very loud. Like if I were to try it right now, it would probably clip the audio.
Do it. Hey, I'll turn it down some. Okay, do it.
For sure.
Do it again. Yeah. See,
Zoom's like auto muting it.
No. I was just moving the fader up and down, but like I didn't want to clip it, but we can't kill the viewers, but it's that's.
Yeah, they're like, Jesus.
What is going on here? My parents are probably watching. Don't do that on the show anymore. Don't do that.
That stringy yelly stuff. It ain't that good.
I keep telling them they always watch like up until the first song, and then they won't watch any more of the show. And I'm like, just mute it at the music because they don't like the screaming bands that I have on. You know, they just don't like that music.
Well, I mean, Fentanyl has less screaming. It's still got screaming, but
it's good medicine for horses. I think isn't that what horses?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm all over the place.
Yeah, there's some stuff on the album that's a little less heavy than the two.
Just bring it all.
Like those
I will
two
force them to
songs
listen
that
to
are
it.
less heavy.
I will force my parents to listen to it. Or at least my dad. My mom would be a little bit tough sell, but my dad, I'll be like, listen, if you just enjoy it, enjoy the moment. Have you guys sent your stuff to any of those guys that like those reaction video guys?
We don't know how, honestly.
I'm not sure how you do it either. Like you always see bands that do that. You know, like not
Like,
not
I
even,
know-
not big bands. They just people.
Like, I know you can like hit it big by doing that. Like there's a band called shit, what are they called? They're
It's not Bad Omens, is it?
it's not Bad Omens. It's a different ripoff band. This band is basically sound exactly like Sleep Token. Except they got a lady vocalist. They're very good. I shouldn't discount that, but they're very good. But they sound like Sleep Token.
Okay.
Breakaway. That's what they're called.
Okay.
And they got on a reaction video. I'm not sure how they did that. But they got on Metal Burb, his reaction channel.
Oh, is that the guy with like the handlebar mustache or something? There's several of them. I don't know.
He's got like he looks kind of like Jesus.
I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the beard and long hair. I mean, that sounds like me, but he's got dark hair.
I was gonna say something, but I was gonna wait for you guys to say something. No, but I mean the very first guy that I ever saw was the hardcore Keem or whatever the black dude.
Oh, I love him.
That guy is awesome. Like
he said, he's got great energy. I love him.
You wouldn't think somebody of his, I don't want to say color, but I'm gonna say it, I just did. But like somebody of you know would have even listened to metal music at all. You know, like. For one thing,
it happens a lot more often.
He gets
than
into like just freaking.
Dude,
facial expressions are nuts. You know,
yeah, he goes crazy in those videos.
Oh yeah, and I love it every single time.
Bombard these people with your stuff. Just send them an album. Just send them an entire album. And just pick one.
Yeah,
you know? That's probably what you do. I mean, you would assume.
Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna get on Nick Nocturnal, but like,
who's that?
I mean,
is that another one?
That's like the big one. That's like
the
big
biggest
reaction
one. Yeah.
guy. He's the guy. He's one of the Canadians.
The Canadians. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Funnily enough, I just made this connection. He looks kind of like Evan.
Really?
Yeah, he looks kind of like Evan.
What's his name again?
Nick Nocturnal. Nick is spelled N-I-K.
Let me see if I can find an image of him, and then we'll put it up against.
You would absolutely recognize him if you're a metal guy. You'd see his face and be like, "Oh, that guy." You either love him or you hate him.
Oh, I just got a. Speaking of nocturnal people, I don't know what that was a terrible segue. I just got an alert on my phone that Richard Simmons died. What? How are we gonna do fitness anymore? You know, Richard. You know the fitness with the big Afro guy. Remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dick Simmons.
Something like that.
Why does this not come right up? Is it NIC or NICK? Do you know?
NIK.
I think it's NIK.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's Slavic.
Oh, there. Yep. There, it came right up. It actually auto-corrected me. Is he a musician? Yeah, I guess he is. Okay.
Yeah.
He's got really good at guitar.
I don't know if he looks like Evan or not. I don't know. I think Evan looks like. I think Nick.
I mean, he's a white dude with brown hair.
I think Nick Nocturnal looks like Evan. If anything.
Yeah. Evan's the OG.
That's for sure. Yeah. Evan's the true.
Mm-hmm.
The Google questions. Who is Nick Nocturnal? I don't know. That's the one I would be clicking on. You know, I'm sure I've seen him on there, but I don't.
I was like, yeah, fuck Nick Nocturnal. Evan Callow is where it's at.
You made it to the Acute Mania live reaction video, which is not really what it is. But, you know, hey,
where are you, Nick?
Yeah,
aren't you on Acute Mania?
Come on, Nick. Come on, man. You know, I don't know what that means. But, see, that kind of hurt my throat when I did that. I need to work on my style. You know?
Yeah, you're not engaging your throat.
So you have to do that guttural part first, or that low, what you were trying to teach everybody else and me.
It's not. Yeah,
you can do the high pitch stuff.
The high stuff is in the high and the mid stuff. I do the same. So the way I do the high stuff is a lot of times whenever people are approaching fry screams, they usually kind of go with the which is a good way to find out what the sensation is. but that's not going to get you the sound you want. You're going to get the same sensation by doing what I do, which can be done wrong. I should preface that you can do this wrong,
and you can dash damage your shit too. I think.
Oh yeah, you can like get nodes and stuff on your throat, stuff like that.
Nobody wants that.
Yeah, nobody wants that. But what I do is I like kind of do my best impersonation of a prepubescent teen, like a Morty, like, hey Rick, oh my god, Rick, or something like that. And then I'll kind of find that little voice crack that he does, that and then using my diaphragm, that's the important part, your diaphragm, I'll compress onto it. I describe it as your poop muscles. Whenever you're taking a dump, it's the muscles you use. So you go
like that, yeah,
kind of like that, but you're not like not in your throat. It's on the voice crack. So you go.
I don't hear anything.
Because it probably clicked.
I think it auto muted. Yeah.
Oh, that was
loud as hell.
Of course, yeah.
I'll try to do it quieter. Ah.
I think it's still yeah. We got some of it.
There's a little bit of it came through.
Yeah, we'll have to do it. We'll have to do a phone call and do it.
Yeah,
I'm sure the phone call wouldn't clip.
I'll just take a video and send it to y'all.
Do that, yeah, and I will post it, and we'll have Jack's vocal training once a while.
Yeah, Extreme Vocal Institute. Who?
Oh, that would be good though. Because I mean, there are some people that, well, like me, that I sing clean. I don't do it very good, but like, the stuff that we're playing, it could use that in spots, not like guttural or just a little bit like here and there, like little blips of screaming. And I'm like, guys, I can't do that. And I do because we jam and we're thrashing and stuff. And like I do it, and then I'm just like, I can't sing the rest of the time because I just destroyed something,
Yeah, and a lot of bands, like before the most recent Sleep Token album, Sleep Token would usually save the heavy parts for the end of the song strategically because he actually wasn't doing it right. He was fucking up his voice.
This is Murphy. I'm sorry. Oh shit.
Ooh.
He's mad because his bench is not up. Ouch. Put your freaking these daggers. Okay. Down he goes. Okay, sorry to interrupt you. Sorry for Murphy interrupting you. That was Murphy.
How dare he? How dare he? The audacity.
I'm sorry the bench isn't there. The bench was moved. It was thrown up against the wall when we were thrashing to Straysoul. Okay. All right, go ahead. Do you remember what you were saying? I don't know. I don't remember.
It was something about screaming.
Yeah.
Something about
yeah. I will.
Moral of the story: don't mess up your vocal cords.
Yeah, just take care of your voice.
If you want to do that, though, I will post it up on my YouTube for people to watch if they want to, like a short, I guess. Do like the shorts. We can collaborate. We can collaborate together. We'll send it.
Yeah, we can do that.
Maybe just Instagram.
Yeah, people are always trying to learn how to stream.
Yeah, that'd be fun. And then I could learn as I watch those. We could all train together, even Evan, because Evan's gonna have to do something when you guys play live. He's gonna have to do something other than just
because I'm not gonna do all the vocals by myself.
Yeah.
In fact, there's even like some overlap parts, like the price of willful ignorance is yours to pay. You're gonna have to do that, Evan.
Yeah, because the cleans come in.
It's gonna be you. Yeah, because I gotta sing.
But Evan's gonna be like, okay, well, I'm gonna need another guitar player because he's gonna need somebody to,
Oh yeah.
We're gonna need another guitar player anyways if we ever play live.
And
There's
drummer.
so many layers.
You're gonna need a
drummer, yes,
and a bass player, maybe.
Yeah, bass player.
Yeah.
What's a bass player? We can use a computer. That's what we've been doing.
Okay, before we listen to Fentanyl, because that's the newest one that's out, right? The newest one that'll be on the album. That's the newest one.
Just came out yesterday.
Yesterday, yes. Before we do that, I want to talk about these landmark things because I think I have a couple good ones. I don't want to explain the landmark segment. If you watch the show, you know what it's about. If you don't, then just follow along with us. But basically, it's just things that in other people's towns that maybe you can't find, you can't search for, and they're odd or they're funny or maybe they're just interesting. But do you guys want to go first? Or do you want me to go first with this? Because I found some things from your areas.
You go first. I'm kind of curious to see what you found.
Which one do you want first? I have Little Rock pulled up right now. You want me to do that
cool.
one?
Let's just do that one.
All right, it's the Billy Bass Adoption Center. You know about this?
No,
The animatronic fish on the wall. People put it like rednecks put it on their wall with the stinging fish. It's got some kind of a. Let me click on it here. It's a let's see. Located inside of a Flying Fish restaurant in Little Rock is a place where hundreds of the once novelty items have gone to die or to sit in perpetuate. I don't know that word. Tacked to a wall or reimagined as a kind of novelty. So I guess it's like kind of like a museum. The bass that are like they flap on the wall and they sing or whatever.
Yeah, no. My grandparents used to have one of those.
I think everybody had one. I don't think I had one. Some in my family, I'm sure, did. But have you been to that restaurant, the Flying Fish?
I have once. It was pretty good.
You didn't see all the bass on the wall just flopping around and singing to you, all in harmony.
Yeah, that was that was definitely interesting. It was kind of like being an adult. Like
you did see him
when you're like in your grandmother's weird room where there's a bunch of dolls for some reason.
Oh, they're all like staring at you.
Yeah, they're all looking at you no matter where you were.
I guess there's more than 300 of those at this place. That would be, not for me. Not for me. That's a little bit. That's the one I found. Do you have one? Can you top that one? I don't know.
As far as landmarks, I mean, you can't go wrong.
Anything that I might not be able to find that just you drive by.
Well, I mean, I feel like the biggest no-brainer is definitely Vino's.
What's that?
So Vino's, it's part of it's pretty much the main reason why Arkansas has such a huge punk scene. But Vino's is basically a music venue, and it's also a pizza restaurant, pizza and calzone. Nice. Yeah, it's really good food. They've been around since like 1960. Green Day played there, and that's where they found their touring guitarist.
Oh yeah. I like Green Day.
Yeah, and I haven't in a while, but I like to go to the shows there and see the bands that are playing. I like to be involved with the music scene. It's always a fun time. And you can get some pizza as a pregame.
I usually ask that too about people's hometowns. As how's the music scene? You know, because I guess it's hit and miss in some places. You know,
Arkansas, has a really well. When people say it's a miss, I don't think they're paying enough attention.
Right? Yeah, they're not getting.
You just aren't looking in the right places. When people are talking about their music scene, more often than not, whenever somebody is saying that the music scene sucks, it's because they're waiting for a big band to come through. And that's, if you're in a small town, that's just not going to happen.
Right.
So you got to go find the house shows. You got to go to the small venues.
Yep.
There's a place in Conway there's a few shows I'm into in Conway that are house shows. And if you live in a college town, that's cheating. There is a music scene there. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody is playing music and hitting bongs at the same time, I'm sure. You know?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That just goes with it. That's what we did. You guys hit bongs? Tobacco use only, I'm sure, right?
I partake in edibles every once in a while.
You know what? I had one, and I'm not afraid to say this. I know my mom might be watching. I don't care. But I was at a wedding. My buddy in Nashville got married a couple of weeks ago, and we went down and went to his wedding. But the night after the night of the wedding, I guess, after they got married and stuff, we all hung out at a cabin, just in the middle of the woods in Tennessee. And the one dude from California, he's like, "You want one of these?" I'm like, "What's that? A regular gummy bear?" He's like, "Yeah, kind of." Everybody. It was kind of like it was the end of the night. Everybody was just kind of going to sleep and stuff. I was like, "Yeah, let me have it. Let me have it." So I took one, and I slept phenomenally. I slept really well. I don't know what was in it, but it wasn't fentanyl or Adderall. So I don't think it had any alls in it. So yeah.
Any of the alls, those don't avoid those. Yeah.
No, it was. I mean, it tasted like a gummy bear, but it could also, I'm sure, get you in trouble if you ate too many of them. You just be like,
"Yeah,
what's that noise?" I don't know how the kids react to it.
I've known plenty of people who have had bad trips.
Yeah,
and it just scared them away from.
I think it was just THC in it. So I mean, Hey, it's legal in a lot of states. It's medical. You know?
Yeah, it's legal. It's not legal recreationally here, but
Oh,
it's
it's not.
legal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not.
It's not
It's
in
But I bought it in
Indiana.
Colorado, so it's fine.
yeah. West Virginia's on medical too. Yeah, you have to have like a medical card and stuff. But
I think it's legal in Missouri,
is it?
but it's definitely not here in Indiana.
It should be legal everywhere. I mean, like, how many times do you like look at the news and say, and it says something like, there was a huge fight at the local bar and everybody was high on marijuana. Never. There's never.
Never.
No, they're gonna let.
Nobody wants to move.
Fight. They're gonna talk it out, and they're gonna listen to Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, or
Grateful Dead.
anything. Pink Floyd, something. Everybody's just you're
Blind
gonna chill
Melon.
and you're gonna become best friends. You know. And there's no fighting words. You might disagree on something, but it's just a disagreement. It's not like it's a anyway. All right. I don't know. All right, Evan. Where in Missouri can I look up? Where are you from in Missouri, so I can look that up?
I'm originally from Platte City, Missouri. It's
Platte
like
City?
north of Kansas City.
Okay.
Kind of like I describe it as like a truck stop town, sort of. I think we actually have like one of the most like visited gas stations like in the country, just because it's like an exit on the interstate, and it's like every fast food restaurant you could imagine, and then like a bunch of suburbs kind of like tucked away.
Nice. Now, do you know of any interesting place in Bloomington before I tell you what I found?
Bloomington.
I know you're kind of
mean,
new there, so
yeah, I've only been here a couple of years. I mostly kind of just stick to campus and
is there
just kind of
any weird places on campus or statues? Maybe weird statues.
Oh, there's all kinds of statues. Like there's like ones on benches that like have their arms out that you can go like sit next to.
And act like it's your buddy and take a picture.
Yeah, and yeah. And there's a few like tiny little like ponds around. And sometimes we'll go like walk around campus at night and stuff. And sometimes you'll like see in the distance, you'll see some of those little statues and stuff out by the water and stuff. It's like a little like creepy. They're kind of just like standing there.
That is like in the middle of the woods, like randomly.
No, like down by like certain kind of areas and like by the paths and stuff. Like as you're out like walking, and
that would be creepy. I mean, anyway, that'd be creepy, but yeah. Speaking of water, I found this this water slide. Do you know about this?
In Bloomington?
In Bloomington, yeah. It's called Zoom Flume, and it's an abandoned water slide that's covered in graffiti now, of course. It's near Lake Monroe. If that tells you anything. Lake Monroe.
Yeah, I usually don't go up to.
Oh, you should. You should, and act like you're going down this slide that has no water anymore.
Huh.
Let's see. Is this part of this?
There's a couple like smaller lakes, some like hiking trails and stuff. We usually don't go to Lake Monroe.
I had no idea there was a Nashville, Indiana.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Have you been there?
No. But I know it exists because it'll pop up when I'm looking for concerts and stuff in like Nashville, Tennessee, because it's not super far.
Oh yeah.
So sometimes bands will come through and it's like, oh, they're going to Nashville. It's not very far.
Hey, if you ever go to a show in Nashville, let me know. Let me know, and we'll link up.
Like Nashville, Indiana,
or Nashville, Tennessee. It always comes up on maps though when I'm looking at like where the venues are. It's like, how far of a drive is that? And then I put in Nashville, and my phone wants to take me to Nashville, Indiana.
When I was in Nashville for that wedding, I never did see downtown Nashville, not once.
Oh, it's awesome.
Because the wedding was, where they're from is north. They live north of Nashville, and then their wedding was at the state park east of Nashville. So I never did see it. But I told him I might come back.
Yeah, Nashville, Tennessee is awesome. Great music there.
I hear it's not just country either. It's almost like an Austin, Texas kind of scene. It's just everything.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You can go into buildings and it's like it'll be like a 3 or 4 story building, and they have a different band on every floor. And then right across the street is another building with 3 or 4 bands playing at the same time. You can just hear so much music.
That's nuts. Pittsburgh needs to do that shit. Well, I've been to one place that's 3 stories, but the third story, well, the second and the third story looks over the stage. I saw Eminence at Thunderbird Music Hall in Pittsburgh, and it's 3 stories, and the first floor is the stage, and the second is the balcony, and then the third's the balcony. I got some great shots over top, like on the third floor. I was like, hell yeah, this is awesome.
Oh, dude, I love Eminence. I'm so jealous.
Oh, it was the shit. It was the shit. But they actually they ended up playing. They ended up scheduling 2 shows in Pittsburgh because the one that we went to sold out in like 5 minutes. We were just lucky to get 2. Yeah, like 5 minutes. And I think there was one other show they did. I think it was, I can't remember what city it was in, but it happened the same way. The same thing happened, and they just ended up, because they had the next day off anyway, so they just went ahead and scheduled another one. So basically, they didn't get a day off; they just put another show. But it was freaking sweet. And like that venue, it's not like an arena. That band is an arena capable band. Like they're huge, But
I'm surprised they're not bigger.
I mean, I was right there. I was right, right here.
Yeah, I would think they'd be like Architects level, man. Mm-hmm. Like they'd be up there with Architects.
I would love to see them. I would love. Since we're speaking about these bands that we love, what are your influences? I didn't ask you that yet.
Yeah, musically, kind of when I'm writing stuff, like Periphery is a big one for me. Probably my favorite band ever.
Yeah.
I love like Currents, Invent Animate. Polaris is awesome. I love like the instrumental stuff, like Plenty, Intervals, things like that. Kind of the more proggy, modern metalcore stuff.
Nice. What about you, Jack?
Yeah, and for me,
Slipknot, right? Slipknot.
Yeah. No, for me, I'd say it really comes from a lot of places. When I first started, I was very heavy on the Crystal Lake influence.
Okay.
Because those were one of my favorite bands. Still are one up there with one of my favorite bands. Sleep Token, definitely. I'm a huge. That on your shirt. You're yeah. I'm a huge fan of Sleep Token. They're like my favorite band ever.
Too, yeah.
So, but like vocally, I take a lot of influence from Eminence, just because I feel like I have a similar-ish voice to Eddie. And then as far as screams go, just honestly whatever I'm listening to at any given moment is what my influence is. So
how about,
Sleep Token.
How about like people
vocalists, yeah.
Yeah.
Vocally, I would say that my vocals are very inspired by Jamie Hales from Polaris. Yesterday, me and Evan were talking, and he said I got a bit of a Sam Carter-esque sound to my voice, and I'm like, I'll take that too.
Yeah,
I kind of have a little bit of that in my influence. Oh, and maybe not so much vocally, but like lyrically, Garrett Russell from Silent Planet.
Yeah,
he is an incredible lyricist. If you haven't already, check out Silent Planet and check out those lyrics.
Yep, for sure. What about you, Evan? Do you have like an individual musician that you're drawn towards?
Oh man, well, so I'm actually a drummer primarily.
Nice.
Drums is what I started on. So big drum influences. All of our drums are programmed on the album. Unfortunately, we don't have the means to record a real drummer.
Everybody's doing the same thing, I don't think there's any hurt in saying that,
But I would consider myself a pretty capable drummer, and I play a lot of drums in my free time. So that's kind of writing the rhythmic side of things. A lot of like Matt Halpern from Periphery, Matt Grenier, I think is how you say his last name, from August Burns Red.
Oh yeah.
I'm blanking on his name, but the drummer from Protest the Hero. I really love their earlier stuff. And then like guitar players, kind of all the bands I already mentioned, all the guys in there. Nisha Mansour is a big one. Got me into the kind of self-produced like recording stuff at your home. Yeah.
It's amazing how the scene is not really the scene, but I guess the world of recording has developed with all the DAWs you can get, all the different things you can get, like digital drums. Because drums, well, I'm sure you know, Evan, drums are very difficult to record unless you know that
Yes.
you have the knowledge of doing it, and you have the microphones to do it. You know, it can be done.
Yeah, you need a good room, you need good microphones, you need to know how to set all that stuff up, and then you have to have like a good drummer who can like who's recorded well, because you can be a good drummer, but in the studio setting, like there's kind of different things you have to do
Exactly.
to make all the parts like come out correctly.
I mean, everybody, pretty much every. Well, of course, I don't talk to big bands. I mean, I do sometimes, but you know, everybody that I talk to DIYs their recording, and you know, there's not. It sounds phenomenal. You know, it sounds like you went to a studio and had it professionally done. You know, I think a lot of that's the mastering, maybe, but still, I mean, you have to take something to the master, you know, to get mastered. You know, and it's. I don't think it's. I was so against when we recorded our first single last year. I kept telling Rob plays guitar. I kept telling him, I was like, I don't want to do the digital drums because they're just too perfect. They're you know, it doesn't sound organic, I guess is what I was like. It doesn't sound like it's a person, but there's really no way around it. You have to have good sounding drums with your good sounding everything else. You know, everything else sounds great when you record it DIY. It's if you can do it, like we were talking, if you can do it and you know how to do it and you have the means to do it, by all means do your natural drums. But to me, but he just showed me. He was like, okay, see how good this sounds. I'm like, you're right, because you can you can make those drums do anything you want. You know.
Yeah, it's really great. I mean, like a band like us wouldn't even exist without like the technology like that, and not even the
Sure.
drums, but like the bass programming software and like all the digital mixing tools and like the guitar amp simulators and all that stuff. Like, I certainly would not be able to record instrumentally any of this stuff if I didn't have access to those things. And then also just being able to like send it like really quickly, like record something, send like a high quality studio demo sounding like recording over to Jack,
Yep.
who's multiple states away. And then like for him to be like, you know, maybe I don't like the drums here. Like to be able to just change that really quick without having to like
Bring a guy
get a
in and
drummer
sit and
back
play
in the
with
studio. And
you.
yeah,
Yeah, that
um,
does make it easier.
yeah, I mean, yeah, we wouldn't exist without all that technology. So
I'm glad you
yeah,
guys do exist because you're both awesome people to talk to, and this music is really good. You need to put this out, get out and play when you can. You know, I know you're busy and things, but you know you'll make time when the time is right and you're ready to do it. You know, hey, I got some time off. You got some time off? Yeah, I got some time off. Go out and play it. You know, go to Jack. You go to Evans, or Evan. You go to Jack's, and you'll figure it out. You know, I think
it's in
I
the
think yeah.
plans for sure.
I think you guys will. When that happens, though, let me know, and I will make plans to come out and watch this show because I want to see that. I want to see this stuff live. I want to get up there with Jack and show him that I can scream now. You know?
Yeah, yeah,
I took all of your
I'll
advice,
be doing
Jack,
it
and
too.
now
I'll
I
be
can
doing it
scream.
too.
yeah. You might dethrone me. Who knows? You might be able to take me out of the band.
No. That's not. But before we go though, we have a song to listen to, and this is the newest one from the album. Is there going to be any more released before the album comes out, or is this the one? This is it.
This is
Nope.
the last single.
This is
Album's
it.
out in 13 days, July 26th. Um,
How
the
many
single came
tracks?
out yesterday, so 2 weeks from the single. It's 12 total.
12 total. Okay, now fentanyl. Is this about the illegal drug fentanyl, or is this what is this? What is this song about?
So I actually, yeah, no, it's not about fentanyl. That's a little too on the nose. It's I wrote it about wrote it about a toxic relationship that I was in for a little bit, about me just kind of knowing that the relationship was bad for me, but I was staying in the relationship because it was comfortable and it felt good. And it was just kind of talking about the conflicting emotions you feel during a time like that, because I mean it happens to everyone. So I kind of thought
Yeah.
this might be a song that someone might identify with, so I'll put it out there.
Oh yeah. Evan, anything about the guitars and stuff?
Uh, yeah, instrumentally, kind of when we were writing this one, it was kind of like I was listening to a lot of the most recent like Devil Wears Prada album. So there's a little more of that. Um, in there. Yeah.
Nice. Now, this song I haven't listened to all the way through since I went to that show last night. You know, there's things come out on Fridays, so you know, I wanted to wait until you guys were on to listen to it fully, you know, in the cans and everything. So here we go. Fentanyl by Straysoul, and the full length album comes out. What's the album titled?
A Martyr's Lullaby.
That's right, Martyr's Lullaby. Comes out July 26th. So make sure you grab it. Make sure you grab the singles that are out, including this one, Fentanyl. Check it out.
Pretty Marina, I long for your cold embrace. I can't endure the hurt when all I feel is numb. Don't give a damn about losing my peace of mind. I'm begging you to stay. It takes the pain.
That's worth the. That shit is good. Like,
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna listen to that again like later tonight, because there's something. Man, hell yeah, that's the shit. Like,
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I love the whole, like, it's almost like a spiritual setting, but not in like the religion realm or anything. Just like vocally, it's just like a melancholy kind of dreamish kind of feel, and then all of a sudden, you just freaking tear your face off kind of shit. I love that. That's like I'm gravitated towards that kind of music where there's both clean vocals, there's a little bit of stuff like that, and but the energy comes with the screaming and the freaking distortion, just freaking tear your face off. But then come back and let's all heal up from that, and then then we'll do it again. I love that stuff. Very, very good song. Very good.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
I can hear the drum influence. Saying you're a drummer also, I can hear that in there with the whole, like, I don't know what it's called, but when you kind of like filter out the sound of the drum and make it kind of sound like it's in the background or whatever.
Oh yeah, I think for that one I just rendered out like the room microphone. For that section, like I programmed a part, I rendered that out, and then I just put like a ton of reverb and like some like saturation or something on it.
That's a badass breakdown. I love when I love when bands do that. Just there's got to be, it's maybe not all the time. It's in some songs, like a song like this, where it's meaningful and it sounds very meaningful for anybody. A little break like that, just kind of where it's just forever. Long, it's not too long, it's not too short. It's just the right amount of, and then it comes back. It's great. You guys are the shit, man.
Thank you so much.
Glad you like it.
Even if you don't play a live show, let's just get together for pizza. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Let's do that. I'll bring you guys a shirt. I do have merch on order now. I'm waiting. I had the local news came over and did a spot about my show, which was awesome. And turns out the reporter plays music also. So I thought it was only fair that she was on my show at the same time. So we kind of killed two birds with. Well, I only had one shirt, and her guitar player got one, and I'm waiting for hers to arrive. I think Wednesday. But I have stickers coming in, and I've kind of updated my stickers a little bit. These are 3x3 stickers that say "Keep Me Alive," and I think I made 4x4s this time, just because they're a little bit too small. I mean, these are good for like guardrails, or urinals. But no, people want to slap on their forehead. Some people's foreheads are massive, so like you need a bigger one. So I've got big ones made. I need to make a new order of these, but these are temporary tattoos. So if you're not sure whether you wanted to keep me alive permanently on your skin, you can have a temporary one. I'll send you guys out some stuff. Send me your snail mail. It might take some time. Like I said, I'm reordering things. I need to order more tattoos, but once I get those, I will send them out to you. And then, so when I was telling you guys before we went live, I kind of killed that hot dog thing at the beginning of the year, because the logo, I changed the logo, updated the logo. I didn't own the last one that I had. I own this one now, but I also put out a website, and keepmealive.com is up. And I have like a Patreon style thing set up on there where you can, if you like the show, you can sponsor it. It's, and you get perks and shit like that. But you get one of these stickers that only 2 people in the world have. Just says supporter on it, and it's a special sticker. And there's a certain tier where if you're I think it's the middle tier, $15 a month or something like that, you get a shirt that says the same thing. So that's up there if you want to do that. There's also a tip jar if you want to tip. But I think you guys really need to go tip Straysoul, because this stuff is badass. Like, you guys are this. Please try to please don't be busy for like a weekend or something. I will come to Little Rock. I will drive to Little Rock. How about that? I will drive to Little Rock. I'd rather drive than fly. I don't know. You see more of America when you drive places. It might take a long time. I don't like to be in the car that long, but it's fun. It'll be fun. I drove to Nashville. It was cool. But
I like road trips, so.
Yeah, I will drive to Indiana. I will drive to Missouri. Maybe. No, I'm kidding. It's the show me. It's the show me state. Those. What are you going to show me? What are you going to show me? So
farms,
farms and tornadoes, maybe.
Farms, tornadoes, grassland.
But yes, I I will make a promise to you now. I will come to see you guys for your first show. So let me know. Like, let me know a little bit ahead of time. Like, not like a Thursday when it's a Friday or a Saturday show. Or come this way. Come this way and play. Or if you have like a weekend to play there, and then head this way, and then I'll have you can sleep in the studio here. Plenty of floor room.
Yeah. we were talking about this a little bit this week, but I mean, yeah, we're both full-time students right now, and we're both kind of near the end of our degrees. I've got 1 year left.
I'm about halfway.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Well, yeah. Finish that stuff up. Yeah. Finish.
Yeah. Once we're kind of finished with that, and once we get some music out, we have the EP and like a cover or two, but this is kind of our first big release, really. So we're hoping to kind of just grow our following a little bit and get some things kind of in motion and take care of some other stuff, the school and all of that, and then definitely as soon as we can.
Do life, do what's important to you, first, and then this will always be here. It seems like you guys are good. You guys are good. You'll whatever you want to do in life, you got it.
And of course, if we're presented with an opportunity to play in a show and we don't have anything like any sort of commitment that would stop us, then we are absolutely going to go for it.
Oh yeah, for sure. You damn it, you will, son. No, I'm kidding. I'm just a whole nother. That was kind of mean. Yeah. Well, thank you guys very much for coming on the show. It was a pleasure talking to you and whatever we talked about and your music and it's phenomenal. Keep it up, regardless of playing a show. Keep it up. Keep making music together because you guys fit. You guys definitely mesh. The music's great. It's really good. I can't wait to hear the rest of the album. Sometimes I'll ask bands, send me your album before it comes out. But no, I'm going to wait like the rest of the peasants and hear.
I was just going to say, I've got it pulled up. I can send you the.
Nope.
Yeah,
nope.
Not all the songs are done, but.
No, I will wait until the rest of the peasants hear it. I will listen with the peasants. I don't know why. I'm not pointing anybody out as peasants, but I'm just,
I mean, we're making about $2 over the past 4 years. So, I mean,
do you guys have any merch?
Who's the real peasants?
Are you going to have merch out? Are you thinking about doing anything like that?
We haven't really talked about that. It doesn't seem like the kind of thing that's in our budget right now, but we would also have to look at some deals to see what we could get out there.
I got some things.
I just don't think we have the following for it yet. I don't know that the
you are going to. I'm going to tell everybody about this because this is good shit for sure.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
I'll send you guys an email with some coupons and things. If you ever decide to do that, you'll have it. How's that?
For sure. Thank you.
Yeah, sounds great.
Thank you guys again. The band that's going to be playing us out of the show is I didn't know anything about them. I didn't find them on Instagram or anything. I found them through my cousin's husband because when I met him when they got married, I went down to Wilmington, North Carolina to their wedding. And I knew that he played guitar, like before that. But then he joined the Marines, and so he was doing that. And he was still in the, he had his Marine, beret or whatever they were, for the wedding. So, but apparently he's discharged from the Marines, and he's back in a band. They're called Internal Shadow, and the stuff's pretty damn good. I'm going to try to get them on and talk to them about their stuff at some point. But I figured we'd play their song on the way out of the show. But thank you guys so much for being on. Keep in touch with me. Let's swap guttural screaming stories and things like that. We'll do something. Talk about tornadoes and hey, maybe you should make a clip like if a tornado would come around again. Go outside and have somebody else film it and just gutturally scream at that freaking tornado to go away. I think it would work.
Yeah, it'll be like Alex Terrible without the racism.
That could be a video for one of your songs too. I'd watch it. But I mean, do it safely. Don't I think there's a notice on my show somewhere on YouTube that says don't do anything. Like a policy thing.
For legal reasons, these are jokes, y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just joking. Yeah, just go out and have fun with the tornado. Don't yell at it. No. Thank you guys again. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, keep in touch with me. Let's talk about some shit. And come back.
Thanks for having us.
Show also.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'd love to come back.
Of course.
Here's Internal Shadow. Internal Shadow. I can't. Apple doesn't have the whole title out, but it just says no answer. I know what it is. It'll come up, but yeah, check it out. And I will be back on next Wednesday. I have 2 shows next Wednesday. It's gonna be a long day, but at 1 p.m. with Socia Asylum, which I'm gonna change the thing. I'm sorry. Take a picture. Take a screenshot now. You want to take it? Okay, I'll hold it there for a second. Okay, so I'm going to change this to Social Asylum, and that's next Wednesday at 1 p.m. from Estonia. I'm not going to go to Estonia, but they're going to be in Estonia. So that we'll get to knock off Estonia from the list of countries. That'll be the 24th country. And then at 7 p.m. the same day, we're going to knock Washington off the lists. We're just killing milestones like crazy. Washington State will be off the list with Swallowtail, and that's going to be different. It's not this type of stuff. It's I don't know. It's like bluegrass, but like Americana. But it's good. It's really good, and I can't wait to talk to those guys. So that'll be 7 p.m.
all kinds of stuff. So I'm into anything.
Yeah, it'll be a fun show. And then at the end of July, July 27th, the day after your album comes out, is the 4-year celebration show. It's going to be. There's going to be people here. There's going to be live playing. I might even be playing one. I don't know what's happening yet. My friend Tracy's going to cater. That sounds like so like corporate, but it's not like that. She's just making food for people that are here. And then several previous guests. You guys are more than welcome to come on if you're interested in doing this show. It's at 4 p.m. on July 27th. Let me know, and I'll send you the link to log in. But it's just going to be an hour of just talking about you guys. It's not going to be about me. It's going to be about you guys, the previous guests that make the show what it is. So that's July 27th. We'll do that then. Sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, thank you guys again. Here is Internal Shadow, and I will see you Wednesday. Have a great weekend.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Easy for everyone but me. You better look at me. I declare the sky yourself. One who live in the skies of hell. Destruction secretly, unless it's just a feast. Sword word, boy, put a bitch to it. For a reward. Seemingly easy for everyone but me. I declare the sky. My dances are living work on this time frame. A dying flame ignites an ice assassin make. Design of time, tasting shadows of the one. And turning coins. Would you say you're okay with how you just gave yourself away? Made me feel like a mistake you made. Shattering the bell, put out the flame. Extinguishing the flame now that I'm tame. It doesn't make you watch. Just to see how thirsty I can get. It doesn't make you watch. Would you say you're okay with how you just gave yourself away?